Okay, we are back here now. We're having such a great time. My name is Rico Aladdin and I am the founder of Professional Lunch. So, Ray.
I am Ray Iradia Sabalo, and I am happy to be here. I was invited to Professional Lunch by Rico, so yeah, I am.
Yes, we're gonna talk about the best part of the conversation. This is the part that I'm gonna ask Ray to tell me about some of the challenges that you face in your career, and also how did you get to become a senior data analyst?
Well, my career kind of evolved from different type of IT field to another type of IT field. IT is very broad. During my studies days, there was nothing like data analytics course or program, you know, but now they do have that. But I started as I was working for telecommunication in Singapore. I worked for them as a mobile technical officer, whereby I kind of fix router, and I work with devices, mobile databases, and also APA settings and all that. So just make sure you have a good service. So thereafter, I decided to get my master's degree, and I came to the US to get that. So after that, I got a job with the data vacations, and from there I was also working almost every day with computer, because it's relating to ticketing and rescheduling and all that. So thereafter, then I work as an IT specialist. So I work as a senior IT specialist for some time before I end up getting this job. It was a better opportunity for me, and it was more narrowed to where I wanted to be in terms of IT field. Again, IT is really broad, so at the end of the day, you want to narrow where you want to belong, whether you want to be in the networking part of it, whether you want to be in cybersecurity part of it, whether you want to be in the database part of it, then you have to really choose where you belong.
Okay, so you have chosen where you belong by being a data analyst. So how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like that?
Well, I really do like it because it gives me a different perspective. I've always been in data, you know, because I was working, although I did not work with it, but in my studies days, I work with SQL a lot, which is SQL language. So I developed a couple of programs using SQL, you know, so I've always, then when I was working as an IT specialist, also I was working with data and SQL as well, you know. But when you're working as an IT specialist, you're basically doing everything. Bunch of things that is related. It could be in every area of IT. So now data analytics kind of placed me in a position for me to really focus on visualization and working only with databases and all that, in order for me to project what the people want to see.
Wow. So no, the reason why I asked about the challenges sometimes is because if I have a young man or a young woman right now, a student who wants to go into that field, I want them to know, you know, about some of the challenges that exist. You've been doing that for a little bit now, or for a while now. I want you to tell me, what do you think are the top 3 challenges that exist in this field?
One of the challenges is you have to try as much as possible to be simplistic, to place things in a layman perspective. You know, if you're being too technical, it might be very challenging for people to understand the visualization that you're trying to project to them. You know, another thing is you have to be analytical in every part of your doing. You have to be very, very analytical, because you're going to work with statistics. You're going to work with math, some expression that require putting things together in logical expressions. You know, you have to know SQL. SQL is like one of the foundation of becoming a data analytics. You have to know, these days you have to know Python. There are various type of programs that you need to learn. However, those challenges, it just depends on the person. You just have to embrace them. You know, you have to embrace them in the sense of continuous learning. You learn and you try to get to the next level, you also have to understand that you can't know it all.
Yeah.
You know,
Know your limits.
Know your limit, and also understand that it is okay to say, I don't know this, and I will work on it later.
Yeah.
You know, or I will do more research on it.
Absolutely.
So those are some of the challenges. Another challenges is you have to be able to articulate what people really wanted to see, how they wanted to see it, how they want to present it. For example, someone can just come to you and tell you, I want to know how many orders is being placed every day from 2010 to 2001, and I want to be able to justify the manufacturers that we are working with and why we are working with these people and the type of product that we are getting or getting from them or purchasing from them. And I want to relate it with outsider to compare it with other manufacturing company to see if we are doing the right thing, if their product is good enough for us, you know. So in that case, how do they want to see it? That is what they just tell you.
Yeah.
You have to be able to articulate how exactly they want to see it.
Yeah.
If you use your own mindset to develop the application and present it to them the way you want to see it, it's going to be complicating to them.
Yeah.
You know.
So you have to see it the way they see it.
They see it, exactly.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. So how do you think it's rewarding? How is it rewarding to be a financial senior that are analysts right now?
It is very rewarding. You work with your brain every day. You know, in terms of learning, you learn every day. There are some career that you are stuck in one position. You don't really learn anymore. You know, but in this case, it's a continuous learning. That is rewarding to me. Secondly, for the fact that you are able to fulfill a particular task, you have like inward reward from there. When you put a smile on anybody's face, you know, at the end of the day, and somebody say, "Wow, thank God I didn't know about this before." You know, you are able to, you know, tell me, because what you do is a critical importance to the company.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you have to prolify those things in a way that people will accept and be happy about it. So when they're happy, then you become indirectly happy. Now, when you talk about the profitability, also have to do with the career. Is it rewarding in terms of your financial?
Financially, is it rewarding?
Financially, if it's I think it's rewarding because it's highly needed, you know, in everywhere. Then financially, it also depends on the company you work for and your position. You know, so it has a lot of layers when it comes to if it's rewarding or not.
Wow. Can you tell me of one specific example of a challenge that you have had in the past and how you overcome it?
Well, I've had a challenge in my IT field whereby there's a project that we needed to develop that I happens to be the project manager. I happens to be the configuration person. When I say configuration person, it means if you have to integrate it with other applications that is already in the system. I happens to be the IT consultant. I happens to be the developer. I happens to be the developer from the front end and the back end.
Wow, that's so many things for one person.
Exactly. So that was a big challenge, and it was overwhelming. At the same time, it was about time for me to say, okay, I was done with this particular company and I wanted to move on. So I became stuck into a company whereby I'm trying to catch up with my new career, and I'm still over here trying to develop and fulfill what I've already promised to fulfill in terms of that project.
Wow, very good, very good. So we are looking at the time here, Ray. I got to tell you, man, the conversation that we have today, we have to pick that up again on a different professional lunch. Hopefully that will be that is fine with you. Whenever we have a chance again, we can sit down and talk about your profession and your career, your experiences. And I am sure people who are a young student right now, a young professional right now listening to this, they are getting some of the tips and tricks from what you just said. Now, this is the part that I tell you, it's up to you to make today a great day. So have a great day. Thank you so much, Ray.
Thank you.